poppin', everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Beyond the Hype.
This is a YouTube series where we talk about sneakers, streetwear, and the culture beyond it.
I'm Danny from Street by Danny, hosting the pilot episode, and joining me in this series
It's a collective of upcoming sneaker and streetwear YouTube content creators
here in the Philippines.
What's up, guys? I'm Seth. I have a YouTube channel called Seth on Air. I talk about mostly sneakers and streetwear on my channel, so please do subscribe.
Hey guys, I'm Jella at the Jella Beef on social media. I talk about style, sneakers, and faith, and I'm recently getting back onto YouTube. And what a great way to kick it off than with this Beyond the Hype episode with these amazing sneakerheads here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.
What do you do, guys? It's Edward Ken 23 here. I also have a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to, so feel free to do that. And I also talk about sneakers and streetwear, so welcome to the very first episode of Beyond the Hype. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Carlo, aka Rural Icarus, right here on YouTube, where I talk about sneakers, streetwear, music, and everything in between. Joined by our lovely, lovely collective right here. Let's get to it, man.
Beyond the Hype will be bouncing over to each of our channels. We will also be talking about different topics from hype news, sneakers, streetwear, and in general, hype culture here in the Philippines.
So with that being said, we came up with a list of all the upcoming sneaker releases, and we picked our top 5 of those that we think are the hypiest and the best.
Now again, this may vary with other people's choices, tastes, and opinions. This is solely based off of ours.
Okay, so starting things off with one of the most hype women's sneaker releases this year from Jordan brand, the A Ma Maniére Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort. As of this recording, this sneaker released via the Nike sneakers site in Asia last April 22 and retails for $160 or 8,295 pesos.
What do you guys think about this sneaker?
I think Jella should speak to it first.
Let the women pop off. Let the women
Let
pop
the
off.
women pop off.
Okay, so what can I say? A cocktail!
Yeah!
Oh! Early access.
All right.
Early
I
access.
see you. Oh.
I'm an Alayli fan, and when I heard that she was coming up with this 4th Jordan collab, and the first with apparel, which I'm wearing, I knew I had to get it because number one, it's my first time to try a Zoom Comfort Jordan 1, and in fairness, it really is comfortable. Obviously, I'm a fan. I like it. I want to know what you guys think.
In my opinion, it's a great Jordan 1 pair with unique colors. I rarely see green and blue na Jordan 1. It's designed by one of the most successful Jordan brand collaborators, Alayli made. Usually, I'd say cup for Jordan 1s, especially yung mga collab pairs. But honestly, for me, it's a drop. Just because yung regular na men's Jordan 1 is already a little bit uncomfortable for me. I have wide feet kasi, so this being a women's pair will probably hurt my feet even more. So alam niyo yan, mga wide footers.
It's a really dope collab in my opinion. Alayli May really elevated this one kasi it doesn't look like a Zoom Comfort. It really looks like a more fashion-forward sneaker, to be honest. It doesn't show off yung foam. For the ladies out there, it's a definite cop. I would cop this if it was my size. Kasi I'm actually digging the color kasi it gives you a lot of that college vibes. This is a cop, dude.
Okay, for me, actually, masasabi ko kay Seth, tama ka bro, kasi women's release yung UNC to Shy na Jordan 1. I bought that in my size, 11 women's, which is 9.5 men. Ang sakit niya, bro. Yeah, I would say na if you're a wide footer, go up half a size. For the women's, it's a really great release. Wala akong masasabi doon. Yung materials na yung nagpaiba talaga para sa akin. Ang ganda nung
Mesh nung materials together.
For me though, yung colorway niya, it's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. So for me, it's gonna be a drop. But I do appreciate the release, the collaboration, all that. So cop for those women na may gusto sa kanya.
Did it come by in 4 laces, Jella?
Yes, wait.
Correct. Anong colors?
Ayan na.
We have the early access right now.
So guys, this is the Califia. It is inspired by a female warrior queen.
Yeah.
So there is like the school colors ni Alayli May before, yung Hillcrest and Englewood. So yeah.
Nice, nice. It's a must-cop for me. I also like the apparel.
Kung nakita nyo yung apparel,
yeah.
yan, like what Jella is wearing, the jacket.
Jacket.
Dude,
The jacket.
fire.
Ang ganda ng jacket, promise.
So let's move on to the next sneaker.
We have another women's release, the A Ma Maniére Jordan 3. Set to release late April but with a later release of bigger sizes in women's sizing via the A Ma Maniere's site, retailing for $200 or roughly 10,000 pesos.
The boys have a lot to say about this.
Yes, for sure.
I know it's too early and probably a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but this is my pick for 2021 Sneaker of the Year.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
I've always been focused on design and quality when I buy sneakers rather than the hype. And I think this is one of the best quality Jordan 3s that they released in recent times. In the words of Richie Lee, a YouTuber that I really love, 14 pairs minimum.
Oh.
I agree 100% with Seth. Sneaker of the Year, as early as now. The story behind it is really cool. Quality of the materials is top-notch. That quilted inner lining.
As in, wala akong masabi.
Parang may pagka Bruno Mars vibes.
Parang silky, ano yung dating eh.
And then the Jordan 3. I mean, it's an iconic silhouette. Sure, it's not as known as the Jordan 1s, pero Jordan 3s,
Hands down is one of the most respected silhouettes in the game. So that's why
That's true,
I think
that's true.
Sneaker of the Year too.
I also like the details on the back tab. Yung writing nung mom
Oh,
na yun.
yes. Oh my gosh. Ang ganda.
Yeah.
I love the story talag behind the sneaker.
Like, to be honest, at first, when you guys were so hyped about it, it's like, why are they so hyped and why am I not getting it? After that, as in, I watched the promo video, I stalked their brand on Instagram, and after that, I'm like, damn, I want one too now.
Now you get it.
Now you know.
get it,
Now you
yeah.
know.
And I'm glad that it's a women's release as well.
Yes.
All of us will have the chance to cop it. Fingers crossed.
so it's safe to say that it's a cop for all of us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Definitely.
But it's an L for all of us too.
Oh,
Up next is the Off-White Jordan 1 in Canary Yellow. First teased back in 2019 in the NCA in Chicago. This sneaker has no set release date yet, but is expected to drop later in 2021.
we can expect the retail as well way over $160 or 8,295 pesos.
I never had an off-white. So, any off-white collab na I can actually cop for retail, I'm gonna gun for. At this point, when it comes to Jordan 1s, especially when a hype pair, you can expect na astronomical na yung value. So, it's a cop for me, but it's a cop for retail.
Let's be honest though, most hype sneakers, we're gonna cop for retail. All of them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pero any off-white, I agree. Any off-white. So far, wala pa akong pangit na nakita. That's my other, like, if I had a wish list for this year, it's the Alayli May and this, the Canary Yellow na Jordan 1. Dream ko talaga magka-Jordan 1 na off-white as well. Kasi I like how it looks deconstructed and of course, yung mga Virgil tidbits here and there with like the zip tie and all that. Definitely a cop for me.
I have a different take on it though. For me,
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of the brand. Off-White is really what got me into sneaker culture. But personally, I love sneakers that look better the more you wear it and the older it gets.
Oh, yeah.
And Off-White Jordan 1s really is just one of those pairs that doesn't look good over time, more especially when it's worn. It's a flip.
It's a flip. It's a flip.
It's a flip.
Flip card.
Parehas kami ni Seth actually, we both have the same opinion. It doesn't look good over time. Leather is still the best material to use on a sneaker and
Mesh yung ginagamit, diba? Mesh nga ba?
May parang nylon na ripstop material din yung tawag nila.
so the yellowing just doesn't look good para sa akin over time. So that's just me.
Next up is the Hypebeast Wet Dream being a triple collab, the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1 in military blue. Set to release around fall of 2021 and expected retail price is $175 or roughly 9,000 pesos.
A lot of people will probably say, I feel like kada inisip yung hypebeast na ako, but this is a cop for me.
Hindi ka hypebeast, bro!
This is the most hypebeast pair ever released, especially it being a triple collab, di ba?
Yeah.
But this sneaker has it all. The hype, the quality. Nakita niyo ba yung leather?
Yeah, parang all leather siya, no? Compare sa
Travis before. And the classic OG colorway, I think I mentioned this to you guys before. It is based off an unreleased 1985 Jordan 1 colorway. That's why, if you'll notice, yung Wings logo din itong pair na to is very similar to what they have in the 1985 releases. I'm really excited for the sneaker, and a three-way collab on a Jordan 1 pair is really unprecedented.
I really like the switch up, to be honest, kasi we are so used to the black toe colorways, yung Chicago color blocking. It's kind of nice to see na we're having like a white toe. It does take me off just a little bit when we first saw the leaks. Parang medyo off siya. So, but when I got to see it a lot more on feed photos, sabi ko, oh, this can actually work. I'm really excited for it, but I am looking forward for the lows a lot more, to be honest.
Compare this to the A Ma Manieres. Anong mas
Yun
top
talaga.
nyo? Yun ang tanong ko.
A Ma Maniere pa rin.
Ikaw, Seth.
That's a tough question.
Just marinig dito.
Hindi, A Ma Maniére.
Oh!
Oh!
Mas comfortable yung Jordan 3 for me.
Mas wearable.
And guys, if I told you before, it's a no for me. But after watching the unboxing, okay, again, it looks so much better in person than in like the mock-ups or the sneak peek photos. It's wearable, it's cuppable, and yun nga, it's like a triple collab. Parang kailan pa yun mangyayari. So that's a cup for me as well.
Yep, I think you guys said it all. Cup for me as well.
And of course, last but not least, anticipated to release this fall of 2021 is the Off-White Jordan 4 Breads with a retail of $200 or roughly 10,000 pesos.
My all-time favorite sa shoe collection ko is the Air Jordan 4 Breads. Seeing this in a hype version, tapos syempre taking an L from the Off-White 4s, yung nasa likod niya, no? Ni Jella, ayun, no?
Yes.
If I can get a win for this Off-White 4 Breads, I'll take it, man. Kasi iba eh. Like, iba yung switch up sa material, iba yung switch up sa nubuck or mesh. The classic Virgil treatment in full effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, super excited for it. It's a cup.
For me, kasi I'm more of a threes kind of guy, kaya ganun na lang yung reaction ko talaga sa Ma Maniére. But the fours,
I like it too. It's not that I hate it or anything. I like it too. It's just that.
my feet are not made for the fours.
Pero I bought the cool grays before.
I love that pair, and same din, ang sakit ng paa ko
Habang naglalakad ako. And hindi ko talaga kinaya. So over time,
I had to sell it. And going up half a size,
just makes it look a lot more bulkier for me.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
but for this colorway though, cop it for retail.
Same.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
And I feel like yung materials nito, kahit off-white na pair siya, feel ko dahil black siya, I feel like it would age
hides it,
better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same here. Obviously, I love off-white.
Yeah.
It's a cop
Flex
for
it.
me talaga. Kunyari, nabigyan ako ng chance if the Canary Yellow or this. Obviously, mas gusto ko yung Canary Yellow. But if I can get both.
Why not, diba?
Kung kayo medyo wide, super skinny ng feet ko. So, sobrang sakto sa akin ito. Kasi medyo snug talaga siya. I like how it feels and I like the chunkiness, how it looks. So, I want to get another one. So, it's a cop for me.
Honestly, well, sa aking collection, wala pa akong Jordan 4s. Pero, I was gonna cop the sales last year. Pero wala. Ganon nangyari.
Pero ganun.
So, kung sakali makakop ako for retail, of course, nitong breads na Jordan 4s. Yun lang.
Oh, by the way, do you guys know na yung Jordan 4 Breads daw will be a women's exclusive?
What?
No!
Stop playing.
No!
Stop playing, Danny! Ano yun? Seryoso yan?
When I was digging up yung nag-research ako, oh my gosh, there's a rumor daw it's gonna be a women's exclusive.
Ayoko na.
Hey.
More than women's pairs. Let's go for inclusivity for all.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. I'm still holding out hope. Hopefully, manalo tayo. A Ma Maniére free or come on, Off-White Jordan 4.
Sinira ni Danny yung mga pangarap ni
Pangarap ko yun.
Wasak
That's why I chose.
Walwal
That's why I
I'll cop it for you.
copy it for me, Danny.
Yeah.
I got you.
Bayaran mo lang daw siya, bro.
Friendship!
Plus Jollibee.
Plus 1K.
That's all the time we have for our first ever video of Beyond the Hype. Do stay tuned every month for new content.
What about you guys? What's your most anticipated sneaker of 2021? Was it part of our top 5 or was it not included? Again, leave a comment down below and let us know.
We highly suggest that you check out our channels in the description box down below so you guys are up to date on all of the Beyond the Hype episodes, since it'll be bouncing off of our channels from the time to time.
Again, I am Danny.
I'm Seth.
I'm Carlo.
I'm Jella.
And I'm Ken, and this has been